Well, can we at the very least promise that we'll get engaged? You don't remember that?
I don't remember that.
Let's talk about this.
Okay.
It'll be funny.
Welcome to the Cosmic Couple.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back.
This week, we are going to talk about we took off a semester to work and earn some money because we wanted to take part in a study abroad program offered through the art department, right?
It was to go to France and Italy over the summer.
Of our time in Paris, what first thoughts come to your mind?
I loved it. Like, I absolutely loved it. It was so fun, and the city didn't disappoint at all.
Yeah, there were so many places to go to see artwork, and we had a limited amount of time in Paris, so each day was meetups and critiques and some assignments, and
we were housed at a university in Paris, so yes. We were using their facilities to hang up our drawings and have critiques with our professor and other students that were with us, graduate level and undergraduate.
I remember the weather was, it was kind of cold and rainy most of the time we were there. We did do some sightseeing, of course, went to go see the Eiffel Tower at night, and that was really cool. And we also had the benefit of one of our fellow students had a pretty good grasp of the French language. And so he was our designated interpreter.
Yes.
And that helped a lot too with getting around.
That was a huge, huge help. And, you know, we went to school with a lot of the students that were in the program with us that summer, but we made a lot of really good friends.
Yeah.
It was an amazing once in a lifetime trip.
It was. There was one night that was pretty fun. I guess we saw flyers or something, but there was like a 80s dance night.
Yes.
That was going to be throwing or being held at some hall on campus there. It was a lot of fun. There was a cool DJ, a lot of 80s. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we danced the night away. It was so fun.
But yeah, we had about 2 weeks in Paris, which was pretty jam-packed of art, and then traveled to southern France, to Nice.
Just on the Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. It was beautiful.
And our friend who spoke French found a fellow skateboarder, and they became quick friends, and we learned about cliff jumping. And there was a spot that all the locals go, and you can jump off the cliffs down into the Mediterranean Sea.
It wasn't something that was sanctioned by a city park or anything like that. It was like literally like all the locals jump over this railing.
Yep.
That's to deter you from falling down into the sea.
Right.
And they would just jump. They just run and jump over the
there was
railing.
Like an outcropping on the cliff that, that's where everybody went.
Did you always think, oh, I'm going to jump no matter what?
Yeah. I was looking forward to it. Yeah, this outcropping was pretty ideal for this jumping. And then, of course, seeing several kids and locals doing it, you just start to get comfortable with it.
I remember after you climbed back up and I was talking to you like, so what was it? How was it? And you're like, oh, it was fine. You would do fine. And
yep.
I just remember, oh, I feel nervous. I can't do it. I'm going to be sick, and then I'm like on the edge and you jumped down first.
Yep.
And then you're like, come on, you can do it,
yep.
And I was just like, and I was like, just do it, and I did.
We had the benefit of multiple people having brought cameras and film with them. So we got a great photo of you like mid jump right off the ledge there that they shared with us. And
I'm so grateful to have that photograph.
yeah,
So
it's
grateful.
so cool. Then we took the train to Italy. Our group was pretty well behaved for college kids, I would say. It wasn't like
Yeah.
any of us was crazy, but I remember something must have been happening. Maybe we were being too loud for too long into the night, but on the train, some of the, I guess, conductors were giving some of the students grief, and our interpreter, he was trying to converse with them, and they were being disrespectful toward him. And at one point, he shouted a statement in French that has kind of become our favorite to
Our favorite quote of the trip. Écoutez-moi maintenant.
Which what does that translate to?
Listen to me now.
Yes. So he got so mad. He said, "Listen to me now," to these conductors, and said, "You know."
And he's one of the kindest people,
Oh,
so he would never have been a jerk to anyone.
No, and it worked. So that was one of our highlights. We that was a an ongoing joke for the rest of the trip, and then it was fun waking up because we all slowly came out of our little cabins to the kind of hallway area, and we could open the windows, and it was just beautiful, beautiful area, and sunny day again still. So quite a change from the colder, overcast Paris.
Our home base in Italy was in Florence, which was really centrally located for all the museums and places that we were going to be going.
We went to a place for Italian dinner, and all of us got ushered downstairs in this restaurant.
I remember that now.
Yeah, we're like, oh, okay, well, whatever. And then we're sitting down there, and we're looking at the menu, and then I don't know, we all realized that all the other patrons down there were speaking English too.
Yeah.
And they were like, huh.
All the tourists.
Yeah.
Got
I think
the basement seats.
I think that's what they did.
Yeah. And the locals get the tables upstairs to
Yeah.
be around other Italian speaking. They got the better views, and they're there year round.
Some of us would break off and do like day trips. Like we had one to Rome.
We went to the Vatican City. The Sistine ceiling had just been restored.
Oh, right. Yeah, they had cleaned it.
I was so amazed by how close it felt to me. The figures were so massive and sculptural. They felt like they were coming down.
Yeah.
Once you got through the Sistine ceiling, we got to see Michelangelo's Pieta.
Oh, yeah.
And it was behind glass.
Yes.
Because it had been attacked by someone with a hammer.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. It was big.
I couldn't believe that a sculpture that's made of marble would look so buttery.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a weird word to use for it, but
it's mind-boggling.
I remember I bought some souvenirs out there that had been, they were rosaries that had been blessed by the Pope.
Oh, yeah.
I have a deeply Catholic grandmother that I bought them for, and my mother was raised Catholic.
Yep.
And I knew that they would appreciate them.
Yeah, she loved them. Both of them loved that.
They did.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun in Italy there. You and I would walk around together, and it was, of course, very romantic atmosphere.
Yeah, it was very romantic. And I really wanted to get engaged while we were there. And from what I recall, I caught you off guard.
I'm sure you did catch me off guard because you've always kind of spearheaded those big moments, meaning let's talk about marriage. And then later on, let's talk about having a baby. And you just had that kind of internal clock for us as a couple.
This is something I'm kind of learning right now, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't really think of it that way. I just really felt like this was the time. You know, we're in Europe, it's romantic, we're just here, you know, let's get engaged. But I didn't really know, like, what did that mean? Did that mean that you found a ring or that we found a ring. Like, we're going to source a ring while we were there. I hadn't really thought about those. I just knew that I was ready.
Yeah. I think, nothing ring official happened, but I think in our way of doing things, the discussion was kind of the ring. The fact that we had broached the topic.
We would agree to get engaged.
Yes.
That was the first step.
Yeah.
Was officially agreeing to, hey, let's get engaged.
Right. And I think we also knew that we had the ability and opportunity to make each other's engagement rings.
Yes. We don't want to buy one, even if
Yep.
it is in Italy. How amazing would that be?
Right.
But we wanted to have our spin on it as artists. Engagement ahead.
Engagement ahead, our first apartment, and all the fun
Learning
times.
each other's bad habits.
Yep. I don't think I have any.
One or two.
All right. Well, we'll find out. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening in, and please subscribe and follow us on your favorite podcast platforms.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks.
Bye.